Using icons across your website design is a great way to add visual interest and, believe it or not, increase conversions right on your website. And that's because icons allow you to visually break up lots of text into small chunks or create a little bit of a visual change from reading a lot of text to seeing something like a graphic. It's a great way to add that visual interest without actually using images. Now, imagery is great on your website, but there are times when an image just won't fit, or you just need a tiny little visual element as opposed to, say, a big image to kind of break things up. And icons do the job for you. This is an example of an opt-in page that I use that clearly conveys with this envelope icon that in this email you're going to receive, you're going to get this downloadable guide and some step-by-step instructions. It really helps to draw your eye over to the right-hand side of the screen to show you, hey, this is something you might want to read. Another example of icons in use is on my sales page template that I sell in my Showit 5 template shop. And you'll see that we used icons in this template to help break up chunks of text into smaller, more easily digestible sections of text, and it really helps sort of organize different pieces of information. For example, this is a calendar icon to convey that this is going to be a date you're about to see. This is sort of like a world icon that conveys a location, and the hearts are just fun because, hey, why not? So I'm going to show you today how you can create icons just like this on your Showit 5 website, even if you aren't a graphic designer. Now, if you are a graphic designer, you might want to create your own custom icons using a design tool like Adobe, Illustrator, or Photoshop. You would save those files as SVGs and do the same process, the second part of the process I'm about to share. But what if you're not a graphic designer? How can you add icons to your Showit 5 website without custom designing your own icons? And I'm going to show you how to do that today using a website that I love called flaticon.com. Flaticon.com, as you can see, has tons of icons that you can download and access for free, which is awesome. I'm actually a member of Flaticon, so I do pay a small monthly fee, and that gives me access to all of their icons. There are some that are quote-unquote premium icons that you have to be a member of theirs to access. And since I love saving time and my energy by using this website, I am a member of that. So I use Flaticon all the time in my business to grab icons easily. It helps me save time and gives me a huge array of icons to pull from whenever I need it. So say you are like me and you want to use an icon in your Showit website. Let's use the heart, for example, because hearts are fun. You can just search for exactly what you need in Flaticon, and okay, here's a perfect and simple heart. So let's pull this one. You'll see a pop-up appears that gives you a couple options. You can see it in different colors, but what I want to express to you today is you have to make sure that you are using something that is only one color. So for example, if you were to toggle over to this heart where it has blue and gray, this is not going to work for what we are doing in Showit. We only want to use an icon that has one color. So this filled in heart would work, or this outline would work. And what you want to make sure to do is to download it as an SVG. So if you were to click this, it's going to automatically download that for you, which you see right here. And what we need to do is basically find the code for this SVG. And it's really easy. Don't freak out. I know I said the word code, but I promise you this is easy peasy. In order to get that code, we need to use another tool, and I love its name. It's called SVG OMG, and what it does is allow you to reduce the file of SVGs for web use. So say you are creating a custom icon for or from a program like Illustrator, you would want to input your SVG right here to reduce the file, and you can do that over here on the right hand side. If you're using something like a flat icon that we just pulled from the website, you can drag and drop that into SVG OMG, and you don't need to worry so much about reducing the file size. But what we want to do is toggle to the markup. This is the code I was talking to you about. Don't flip. You're not going to have to do anything to edit this code. All you have to do is copy and paste. So I'm going to select this and copy it. On the Showit back end, what you're going to do to input this is you're going to go down to this little rectangle icon that's in the middle of your Showit editor, and you're going to select icon. Now you'll see this is sort of the default icon that Showit pops up when you select icon. And Showit does have its own set of icons built in the platform. If you go to the right hand side, you'll see icon settings, and then the next one is icon chooser. You can look and see that Showit does have a few icons of its own, including this little smiley face. But honestly, the icons are a little bit limited in what you can do. Now they do have a heart, so you could use that. But what I want to show you is how you can actually input your custom icon in here and sort of use something different than what Showit has. So if that's you, you want to go back up to icon settings, and what we're going to do is check the box that says custom icon. In this box where it says custom SVG icon, that is where you're going to paste the code that you just pulled from SVG OMG. One thing that's important to note here is that Showit does have a character limit for how long this code can be. It's not going to allow you to, have a million characters and have the most detailed SVG files input here. And you'll know if you paste it in, and Showit will give you a pop-up or an error message that basically says this file is too large, you need to just upload it as a file in your media gallery. So you'll have to kind of start playing with the icons you're searching for. I know in flat icon, I can kind of tell, for example, I was searching this. This has lots of details in it. This might be too large of a code for Showit to read. For example, this family icon, same thing. There's lots of details within that. That might not work for this process. You might have to download that and edit it yourself in order to re-upload it. So when you're searching in flat icon, just try to look for icons that are simple and don't have tons of detail within them. But since Showit accepted that length of a icon code, it worked perfect for us. And the best part about doing it this way, as opposed to just uploading a media gallery file, is that now you can edit this to be whatever you want it to be. So what if I don't want it to be blue? What if I want it to be a different color of my brand? You can use this color chooser and choose any color from your site settings where your brand fonts, your brand colors are already set in the Showit backend, or you can just choose any color you want within the color picker. Or if you have a hex code for a specific color you want, you can do that right here. And that's why I love using this icon embed option in order to create a truly custom look for your site. You can also click on, this is a custom icon that I've input here. Say you want to change this at some point, you can do that. So let's search for the calendar. So this is the icon I used on my sales page. You could download it as an SVG. Same process, we're going to upload it here. You'll see the code comes out. We want to copy that code. And now I want to change this icon to a calendar. And so now you can see it automatically does that. I could change the colors if I wanted to and really create a page with some fun details and custom icons. It's pretty easy, right? Just copy and paste. There's no super complicated steps involved with this, and I hope this will help you make your website even better and more visually appealing to convert. If you're wondering how you can figure out if your website is converting with the design that you've created, you can download my free guide, The Fast and Free Way to Figure Out If Your Website Converts. It shows you how to use a tool called heat mapping right on your website to see where people are clicking and if the design you've created is actually working to convert on your goals. Head to convert.meganmartin.net to grab your free download today and figure out if your website is converting. Thanks for joining.